We're here for our week 3 update. It's been 3 weeks since we planted our garden, and it has rained pretty much all week long. It stopped raining today. It was actually a nice day, hot and muggy. We're expected to get more rain in about an hour and then more rain tomorrow. So I have not done, I think, any of the things I said that I needed to do last week, which is fine. It's been raining and it's hard to work out here with 2 little kids, and it's raining and wet, and it's actually not good to work the soil while it's wet. So I haven't done much. We're just gonna show you all the new growth, the new things that have popped up, and then address anything that I'm worried about. And I think it'll be a pretty quick update today. For those of you who have not seen my videos yet, I am in Eastern Kentucky, Appalachia, Zone 6B. I planted my whole garden on May 5th. And so yeah, let's go ahead and do it. So starting at the front of the garden, our cucumbers are still doing fine. They do have new fruits since we last talked, and I have not pruned these off yet. I still need to make better trellising. It's kind of pulling up here, but I will get to that when the weather kind of gets a little less wet and I can get out here and figure that out. Lettuce still needs to be thinned. Our beans are popping up, and the sunflowers that I planted last week are also popping up. Again, needing to thin all of this. Bean here hasn't popped up yet. Some of our beans are not looking great. Not sure what that's about. And I actually staked this dill because it was starting to fall over. And we have, I don't remember what variety this one is, but we have it, I think, Long Island Mammoth, blooming some flowers here. So that's beautiful. Down here, great potato growth. Get down low and check it out. Kennebecs and red Pontiac. Our zucchini has all come up in this bed and also this bed. New beans are coming up. No beans over here yet, planted at the same time. Again, beans are coming up. I actually dug over here for the beans I planted and couldn't find them. So not sure what's going on there. Over here, our peas. Probably should thin these two, but might leave it, see what happens. Lettuce needs to be thin, Watermelon still not doing anything. Nasturtiums, I think is the way to say it. I should have double checked before I said it on this video. I have 2 coming up here, and I'm actually gonna try to transplant these over there and elsewhere in the garden too, instead of just pulling them. These beans, again, like this weird bean came up and it's just been eaten, but this one looks fine. Toshi the cat. Pumpkins, again, we got some blooms that are trying to open, and they're still just looking yellow. So we'll just, just kind of watch things. Over here, this is a cherry Roma tomato, and it's actually shown a lot of growth after all of this rain. And again, our pepper plants are being eaten by something. I continue to come out here and I cannot find any worm or any caterpillar. So again, if you see this, let me know. You might notice these holes all over the garden. These beds, I came out here during the rain, and over here as well. And these beds were full of water. So I came out here and I was checking everything during all of the raining, so much rain, and the beds were just puddles. So I assume, I took this green pipe and I poked a hole in the soil, and it actually drained immediately. So it was almost like the top of the soil created a seal, which is very interesting. It doesn't seem to have ruined any of our plants. So we're just gonna continue forward with everything, but I guess note to self moving forward, and it might change my mulching decision, because if the beds are that wet already, I might see what happens when it gets a lot warmer, because it does get very hot here in the summer, in the deep of the summer. And if it gets to the 90s or hot like it was last year, I'll mulch, but I'm gonna hold off on mulching right now. All right, this soil is my own compost soil. This soil is soil I got from elsewhere. It's very clay-like. And these tomatoes And beans are doing a lot better than the tomatoes and beans over there. So it is what it is for this season, but note to self, I won't do this next season. So kale's doing great. Again, I'm going to, once the soil is a little drier, I'm going to transplant some of these over here instead of just pulling them out and, you know, discarding them or composting them. Delicata squash, doing good. And I don't remember if this is a red currant or a sweetie, but there's like all this new growth and it's actually looking really healthy. Same over here. And actually have these little flowers that look like they're popping up. So I might pinch those off, but very exciting. It's looking very healthy. All right, the rest of our tomatoes, looking surprisingly good after the rain. And I did come out here and I pruned. Cilantro is still looking a little sad, all tangled up. But I came out here and as it was raining, I pruned anything that was touching the soil, anything that was getting super splashed. You can tell this like rich green growth is all new, so it's looking good. And I did see a roly-poly on my carrots earlier, but it doesn't seem to have eaten anything. So our carrots are looking good. They'll need to be thinned. And same story over here. Sunflowers have come up, and my loofahs, I think we need a little more heat for them. I'm gonna go ahead and just take that off because it's not looking so good. Over here we have some curling going, which I believe in this case is probably just too much water, but I can't do much about that. Our radishes over here are looking sad. I assume it's because of all of the rain, but we're just gonna leave them there and see what happens. I've never grown radishes. But the rest of these are our cherry rummas. They're looking good. Mr. Stripey, it's looking pretty good. A little bit of yellowing down here, maybe kind of a suspect. So I'm gonna prune that off with some clean shears after this video. But again, really looking good. Basil is looking better. Carrots. So yeah, we'll go over here to our other potato box back here, and I still have not dealt with the bird netting. We'll get to it. These potatoes are also looking really good. I don't know if I'm gonna mound these. I don't think I have to, but I'll have to do a little bit of research on that. So yeah, everything is mainly looking good. Last updates for the main garden. These are our tomatoes, San Marzano. They're looking good. Here's little Miss Toshi wanting to come and say hi. Hi, Toshi. Very sweet. No chives still in any of these bags, and none of those bags either. So yeah, we're going to just sort of forge on with everything. I still have to pull up that other San Marzano that wasn't doing so good, or it was maybe a cherry rumma, and replace it with this rosemary plant that I have. But so far so good. My seeds that I started got way too wet. I wasn't paying attention to it. It was like a self-watering system, and they were just maybe waterlogged. All of my basil has come up, my sweet Italian basil. So that should be fine, but it seems like nothing else has come up yet. And maybe I'll give them another week after they kind of dry out, see if anything comes up. And then outside of that, we'll go and check the front of house gardens, and we'll shut it down for the evening. And if you have watched this video or any of my other videos, thank you. Feel free to subscribe. Let me know where you're gardening and what you're growing this season. And let me know why you're growing, just for fun, for your family, both, whatever you want to share. I'm here for it. So I'm going to go to the front of the house gardens now. All right, front of the house gardens. We're gonna pick this netting up. So yeah, sort of same old going on. Basil's being puny. I need to thin our cilantro. Lots of weeds, so many weeds coming up. But I did notice this is basil, and that's these little, right there, that's basil. So our peppers are not being as eaten up here. I'm not sure. I really just don't. I'm so confused about what could be eating my pepper plants in the main space. But I'll just have to keep on checking on it. And again, this hole was made by me because this was filled with water. And so this is, I think, cilantro. And I don't notice any other seeds that have popped up over here. This might be something, but I'm just sort of course, maybe time. I don't know. Anyways, and then it looks like a deer or something got to this, but I actually just came out here and I harvested all of this oregano. I hope I did it the right way. And it's really cool to see the root system down here. It's a beautiful like cover crop, and maybe I need to be planting more oregano in my other gardens. So yeah, that's it. That's the update for today. We still have not let Toshi out. She lunges at the chickens and the little chicks from inside of her enclosure. So we're not sure if she will do that when she gets out. The good news is we have not, knock on wood, we have not had any pests in the garden since we put the bird netting up. So no squirrels have come back, not that they haven't tried, but they haven't successfully gotten in. No chipmunks either, and we actually have like we're calling it a resident rabbit that hangs out in the backyard and sometimes in the front yard near our wild blackberry and black raspberry bushes, but it does not come up close enough to the house, so I don't think I have to worry about it getting into the gardens. But yes, it has been overall a good week despite the torrential downpours, and we're just going to continue watching everything, replanting things as needed, weeding, potentially mulching, and then working on the bird netting and getting all of the trellises up. So let me know where you are, where you're gardening, what you're growing, and I'll see you next week.